Hey guys, we're live. We're live. How are you guys today? It's all good to see you on the ARCHIELUXURY corporate live streaming channel. Hey guys, I want to say thank you. I caught up with my good friend Sovereign yesterday. He took me to lunch. So hey, all cool, all good. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm just gonna post the link down below. We'll see if we can get some guys on. We'll talk wristwatches, and I gotta tell you, there was an interesting video I saw. When was that? Yesterday or the day before? Paul Thorpe did a video on shipping watches. Shipping, that's right, you know. And I gotta tell you, man, it was an interesting video. And it made me realize why I am not in the wristwatch business, why I don't sell watches as a business. And the big thing is, shipping is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. We've got Marco. Who's Marco? Let's get him on here. Let's have a look here. Marco Ferrant. Hello, Marco. Hello, Marco.
Hey, Ponif. I was here 2 days ago.
Hey man, that's great. How's it going?
How are you?
Where are you based? Tell me where you're based. How old are you and what collection do you have?
I'm from Montreal. I'm a university student and I have only one watch. Well, one watch and one shooter. I have a Panerai PAM 183. That's my main watch.
Okay.
And the shooter we won't talk about.
Yep, no, that's cool. PAM 183. That's a great watch to have for a young guy in college. 183. That's a very classic radium mirror, just a classic vintage looking PAM. That's a great watch. Let's just bring it up on the screen there. How long you had the PAM for?
I bought it back in April. You know how much I paid for it? 4,300 Canadian.
4,300. Okay,
so that's about 4,300 Aussie. It's like 1-for-1 the exchange.
It's a beautiful watch. I love the radium mirrors, like they're more vintagey look, you know.
Exactly. That's what I like about it. And also I got full box paper, even the original plastic around it.
Oh, look, that's a keeper. Don't ever sell it.
No.
And what sort of tutor you got?
No, I don't have a tutor. I have a shitter.
Okay, no worries. That's cool, man. So I got to tell you, seriously, I think for you, young guy, hey, that PAM is a perfect watch. What do you think?
I love it. And it's got a display case back too. ETA movement, so easy to service.
Yes. That's a well, there you go, man. What more could you want? Tell me this. NV Scotsman, thank you so much there. $3. Did the Goldberger mug get fear from plastic water pump? Ha ha. I'm going to be seeing him today actually. So talk to me. You are a big Rolex fan.
I do like it. Yes. So my right now, what I'm looking for when I graduate university, probably an Explorer 1, probably Mark 1 dial, because that's the only.
Maybe you should look. Just hang on.
Yeah.
Why is there such a big hurry to get a Rolex there? Just enjoy. You got the PAM. Just slow down. You got to get it. How's your student loans? How are your student loans going?
I have no debt at all.
Okay.
Because tuition in Canada is cheap, so I pay everything myself.
Okay.
And I'll have enough by the time I graduate to have a Rolex and savings, so I can eventually use it to buy myself a property. That is the plan.
That's fantastic, man. I got to tell you, man. Seriously, I want you to just slow. Don't be so. Look, watches are cool, but you got to do it. How old are you? You're only young.
21, yeah.
21. See, you're 21 years old. You don't need to have building a collections. Just slow down. Enjoy your PAM. I would say if you can get a Rolex by 25, 30, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. You
don't have to race and just slow down. Enjoy life. Life's not. It's just gotta. Here we go. NV Scotsman, $3. When Suckerhorn coming on to discuss the mugs? Well, I got to be honest with you guys. I don't really want to give those guys any more attention. We had a... They were on for a long time. I thank them for their service. And it's probably better we do a new revised format. So I'm trying to do something. Today's topic, I want to talk about shipping watches. Shipping watches is a disaster. Have you ever shipped a watch anywhere? You haven't, have you? You're only young.
No. I never. I buy and hold. I don't like selling.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Paul Thorpe did a great video. And I just filmed one today. I filmed a video before this show. I got to say, sometimes it's much better off to buy the watch in your own country. And particularly Canada. Canada's got some nasty taxes. You bring a watch in, they want duty, and oh my God, it's very hard.
Taxes? 15%. 15,
is that right?
It's insane. It's, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly it, man. Here, GB, $2. Onwards and upwards. Love the new format. Thank you so much. Now, Johnny Rotten, $2 Canadian. Get Brian BK on and let him chat about Rolex. Brian BK, hey Arch, thanks for the review this morning. Other than giving you money, how else can I prove to you that I'm a nice to poor people?
Yeah, he has a nice collection.
Yeah, he has a bit. Look, I think I may have been a bit hard on him. Hey, you can jump on now, BK. I've just put the link in the description. Jump on. Look, I got to be honest with you, BK. I really do. Here we go. Plastic's on. Hello, Plastic.
Hey, partner.
Hey, man. A little bit soft there. A little bit soft.
Yeah, man. I'm in the car, man.
That's great, man. I'm going to see you soon. Plastic water pump. What? You plastic.
Yeah, man.
Just got this young guy on, Marco. He's got a PAM 183, which is actually a nice PAM. Just hang on one tick. Just be one tick. I just got to get something from the door. 1 minute there. 1 minute. Hey, mommy.
You hear me now, partner? Can you hear me, partner?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's a bit better.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to try and set this up on Bluetooth. Hang on.
No problem.
This is the high car, partner.
Chad, let us know what's your Grail watch. What is the Grail?
I think I've got my Grail.
What's your Grail?
I've got it. It's a steel Daytona.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
the one
that's pretty.
Your avatar picture, right?
Yeah, mate. That's pretty much it, eh? Like, I always thought, yeah, too expensive. What's the point?
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. What's the point of paying like enormous servicing costs, and you know, you go into like precious metals, it's soft as butter, right?
Hey man,
100%.
Sorry about that there. I gotta tell you, hang on, man.
Yeah, just bear with me, partner. I'm just trying to set up this Bluetooth, man.
Yeah, that's okay, man. Hey, I gotta tell you, Marco, don't be in a huge rush. You've got more than most people your age have got. Just be grateful. The PAM is actually a nice watch. What do you think? Hello, Marco?
Yeah, I love it.
That's a great watch. It's beautiful. I don't see a problem with that. I wouldn't sell it. Please promise me you don't sell it.
No, absolutely not. I'm Italian too by heritage, so that's why I went for PAM first instead of like Tudor, for example. I was debating between that and a Tudor, and then I said, well, Panerai is just a bit more fitting.
Andy Man, $2. Arch, what's a good movie for watch lovers? That's a very good thing. Look, I've always loved watches in movies.
There's a couple, I guess. American Psycho. There's the
Well,
Big Short.
American Psycho. Now, the thing is, American Psycho, I read that Bret Easton Ellis book. And in the book, he wore a gold sub. A gold day-date.
Day-date, yeah.
And then in the movie, he had this thing that looked like a two-tone date. It's just completely wrong. Another good... I tell you some other movies.
Steve Carell wore a sub, right?
I liked Margin Call. Margin Call was a great...
Yeah.
I love Jeremy Irons in it, and Simon Baker was in it, and They had a good cast. Who's the Italian guy? What's his name? You know.
Oh boy, the name is escaping me.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. I love him. He's a good actor. But I gotta say, they don't seem to. I don't seem to see that many movies with really good stuff. Watches.
There was also, what was it, Wolf of Wall Street? But he wore like a quartz tag, no? Tag Heuer?
Yeah, I know. And I didn't. I honestly didn't like Wolf of Wall Street because the thing that is, let me explain to you this. He never had respect for any of these goods. He had so much money. That's great. It's good to have so much money, right?
Yeah.
But he never respected. He just treated everything like shit.
You know Jordan Belfort, the actual Wolf of Wall Street? You know what watch he wears?
What's that?
A Hublot chronograph. A fucking Hublot of all the watches.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh my god. That's the watches of like wannabes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like can't afford an AP and you can't afford like a real, well, I'm sure you can afford, well, I don't know about with all the debts and the legal trouble that he's had, but so you can't afford, you know, that next level, so you buy a Hublot.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Sometimes it's better just to lead a simple life. Hello, Plastic. How are you?
Hey, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm pretty good, Plastic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you in the Beamer?
No, man. I'm in the loan car.
So are we going for Vietnamese or Indian today?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty easy going. Like I actually like that Indian.
Okay, we can go there.
Oh man!
Okay.
Speaking of the topic of the show, Archie.
Yep.
What's his name? The YouTuber who had the video about the Rolex watch, the British guy.
Yeah, Paul Thorpe.
Yeah, Paul Thorpe. Did you see his video with the watch dealer David Khalil?
No. What happened in there?
Oh my God! They were talking about like flippers and like the state of flippers, and like this guy David Khalil, who's a watch. You know, he's a watch salesman, right? So he depends on these flippers to get the hot models. He's like, oh, well, they're just trying to make a living. These Rolex ADs, they're just trying to make a living, like trying to tear at people's heartstrings. And it's like, cry me a river, you know? Like these guys have all their stock in the back. They want you to buy a bunch of jewelry and all that garbage nobody wants to buy.
Hey, we got Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Arch. How you doing, man?
Brian, amazing collection you had there. I just, the thing I felt with you, Brian, is, are you a show-off or are you an enthusiast?
Well, I think it would be really silly for someone to put in that kind of purchase history to show off to other people.
What did you have to buy to get that from New York dealers at retail? Man, that's incredible stuff.
Nothing, man. If you look at the purchase history in the email I sent you, I got the Milgauss and the Blues in 2017, and they were actually storefront purchases. So I had been following those models for quite some time.
Look, even the Gold Daytona was easier to get in the beginning, right? But after the Talking Watches with John Mayer, the second one, then it became like crazy.
Oh, look, it's an incredible... Look, I got to tell you, man, I think for you, I would like to see you get rid of that stupid Nomos garbage. Okay, it's garbage.
What's your beef with Nomos? You don't think they're well-designed pieces?
It's for look. Come on.
Let me finish. In the video, you say it's a garbage brand, but then you accuse me of being superficial and focusing exclusively on showing off Rolex. So why would an enthusiast go the route of having an independent, well-designed Nomos versus
I get that? Oh, the Pineapple always contradicts himself, man.
Super chat.
Here we go. Sandra H, 200 knock, 220 knock. Clooney said, Man on the Moon and First Omega in Space is discontinued. Thoughts?
Oh, they want to do the ceramic bezel, right?
Yeah, I don't think it. Look, there's so many. They're never gonna. There's so many out there. If they discontinue it, look. Omega is not Rolex. Rolex. Bud the Stud, $2. Yes, Bud. Is this Brian from the latest review? Yes, it is. Brian, let me say to you this, okay? If you want to show haute horology, you'd get JJ Lecoultre. You'd get a Lange. You'd get a Patek. Nomos is kind of a wannabe brand for people who think they're cool. but aren't.
But Ponif, in his defense, Philip Dufour did say that Nomos was the best up-and-coming watch brand, right?
Nomos is garbage. Man, come on, you're in the league. You've got a green dial.
Paul, hold on.
Yes.
What's your justification for that, though? You're a man of
Look,
substance. I respect
you've got a
you.
green
What's
dial
your reasoning?
Daytona. You have unlimited money.
You're deflecting the question. So what's wrong?
Look, my
with the
rules
Nomos?
for you are slightly harder because you got such good stuff.
Yeah, you have to understand.
If you were a rookie, if you were this guy here in Canada, right? He's a struggling student with a PAM, and he bought a Nomos. I'd say, hey man, don't buy any more. Hey man, it's all cool. But it's like having a Mercedes collection and you just bought an old Chevy. Oh yeah, I just bought a Chevy as well. Well, the Chevy's garbage. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Brian you're talking to, Ponif?
Yes, this is the Brian who had the Super Rolex collection.
Okay, Brian, just let the Ponif get to know you. Get your essence, and then let him talk through your collection. So tell us a bit more about you. What are you into? You've got your family life, your sort of career choices, where you're at in your life, so we can understand, so the Ponif can understand. He's like a savant, okay? He can work with what he's got, but he's like a watch savant. Once he has the full picture, he can then give you the full laydown on your collection. So you just need a bit more information, I think.
Bud the Stud, $2. Brian, you're killing it, man. Get an Aquanaut. 32. F. Fike me dead. Yes. Ficus.
Brian, you're doing very well.
Brian, I gotta say, man, you're a lucky man. That gold Daytona, that's a dream piece. That's an absolute dream. Even at retail, if you could get it at retail, that's a lot of money, man. You're killing it. You're killing it. And I got to tell you, I'd like to see you get some Pateks, okay? If you want to, I would say to you, can you get a Patek World Time 5130? Can you get an annual calendar? That would show me that you have respect for the brands.
Did you get the green dial Daytona before the John Mayer hype?
No, I picked it up last month, actually. It was an opportunity that presented itself, and I couldn't really pass it up. I did have it. At retail, yeah.
At retail?
Yeah.
Wow,
oh, perfect.
that's unbelievable.
That's excellent. Well done.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
I'm clapping in the car, man.
We'll keep
I gotta tell you, Brian, you got an amazing collection. I'm seriously, I just don't understand, you know, I don't understand the Nomos. You've got good taste. The Nomos, if you had
Tudors. But you got it in 2017. When did you get the Nomos?
Let me give you the story on the Nomos, because someone did give a good point around getting to understand who I am as a person, I guess, which I'm not going to go too deep into. But the Nomos was actually a wedding gift for my wife. So we got it at the Lempe on 5th Avenue after I got her wedding ring. And we were married abroad. So a world timer was well suited for that. And usually I'm not keen to limited edition pieces because it's kind of a marketing gimmick type thing, right? But the New York City limited edition piece actually paid homage to kind of the place that brought us together, the intersection between our different backgrounds. So it kind of hit all the marks when it.
So what nationality are you, Brian?
Beautiful.
I'm American.
And your girlfriend is your wife, fiance, wife. What is your wife?
She's Eastern European. She's American now.
Mine too. Oh, mine's Romanian, Brian.
Yeah, Stuart D. Here we go, $2. Arch, when COVID hit, you bought joy to the punters.
That is true. You got a lot of paid reviews during COVID.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man. Brian, I actually do love your collection, okay? Don't take it the wrong way. I just think, okay, it was a wedding gift. Okay, you can keep it, okay?
The story is so good, Ponif. You have to agree.
Thank you.
Okay, it is a cool story. It was a wedding gift.
Don't sell that watch. Yeah, you
look,
can't
Nomos isn't absolute garbage, okay? It's not. Look, I'm a bit hard on it. I'm a bit jealous of the gold. I'm a bit jealous of the Daytona. The green dye. You got everything. You got a Pepsi. You got the Pepsi. You got the Bluesy. Man, winner, chicken dinner. You know?
Ponif, Ponif, I want to ask you a question, Ponif. Would you say that if somebody's got the green dial gold Daytona, is it worthwhile that person going out and buying a steel Daytona?
Look, the thing is, the yellow gold, I got to tell you, I never I never. Joe's money $2. Joe's money $2. You can't bribe someone with a nomos when it hits the fan. Good point. But okay, I'll give it to you. It is actually semi.
So many Rolex, so
it is semi decent. Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, I'll give you. I apologize. I give you the benefit of the doubt. Let me say this to you. He's just gone. He's gone. He's overjoyed. I've given him the blessing. He's gone now. Seriously, one of those gold Daytonas, man. I got to tell you, I've had some gold Rolex. I never really felt that comfortable with them. They're so precious. You don't want it to scratch. You don't want it. You know, I found it very hard. But I would definitely get steel, because steel is the best. Plastic water pump. Steel. Yeah. Steel, you can wear every day.
Yeah. And also gold Rolex in New York, that's risky, man.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think, honestly, I would have to say I'd probably, I would get steel. I think the green is beautiful for special occasions. I think you're best to keep, that watch is so amazing. You want to keep it for special occasions. When I say it's amazing, it's not amazing like a Patek, but it's amazing. It's hard to get, and that dial is winner, winner, chicken dinner. It is a winner dial. That dial, that green, the green is winner, winner, chicken dinner. It is amazing. I got to be honest with you. Johnny Rotten, $2. Arch, now apologize for calling him an arsehole. Brian, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize.
We do like Brian now. Brian has been redeemed.
Yeah,
but you have to understand, on the surface level, his collection just looks like, you know, the typical kind of Rolex heavy watch guy, you know?
Listen,
that's why.
Brian's not the sort of guy. Listen, Brian's not the sort of guy that needs to apologize for anything. That's why he didn't feel the need to say that the watch was a wedding gift. He's a sort of guy that if he wants it, he gets it. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta say, he's got a nice look. That's an amazing collection. I'd love a Pepsi. I'd love a Pepsi.
But you're gonna.
I'd love a Submariner. I got a Submariner coming. I don't want to jinx it. You know what I mean?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I gotta be a bit careful.
We pray, cross our fingers and our toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. So.
Ponif, let me ask you.
I'm trying my best. You know, I got to be honest with you. It is a very, very hard thing. Watches, they're it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to Rolex is just so hard to get, man. He's got everything. He's 32. Man, what the hell is going on, man?
Yeah, but I like him. You
I'm
know?
surprised
he's actually nice.
At retail. That's incredible.
He's not one of those wow, yeah, look at me types, you know.
He's
like that
was
was
a nice guy.
That other YouTuber, what's his name? Like he spoke style, who got a Nautilus from the Patek dealer, but he sold it now. I was like, what the hell? Like the story is so good. I was like, oh, I wouldn't sell a Nautilus if I got a Nautilus.
No.
Yeah, but some people got to make money, man. You know, they got to make money.
Yeah, it's a lot of cash.
It's a business.
A lot of cash.
It's a business. They don't get stuck up on watches.
Look, I got to tell you seriously, guys. I really am feeling a bit down at the moment. I'm Rolex-less, okay? I'm feeling down. I just, you know, unless you, it's just hard. You know, Yankee Doodle, $5. My AD had an Air King today. Are they worth more on the secondary market? I'd buy it. Yep, yeah. Air King is a great watch. That's a great watch. Great watch.
The Air King is, I think it's not that nice. Like, I really don't like an Air King, and now it's going crazy on the secondary market.
Look, it uses the Milgauss. It's basically a Milgauss type case.
Yeah.
It is nicer in the flesh than in the photos. I must say that. I had one for a short time.
It doesn't make sense though, Archie. Like when you look at the Air King, right? What the hell does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, it's a high grade chronometer for pilots. That's what it is.
Yeah, but but then you got Pepsis, you got Explorer 2s.
No, but the Air King was the first. It predates all that stuff. It was a pilot's
watch.
watch.
Really? See, I'm very ignorant. I'm ignorant of the history.
But even at that, that Air King does not resemble anywhere near what the Air Kings were in the past, right?
Oh, the past they were tiny little things.
Yeah, they were like 34 millimeter. Like,
yeah,
bunch of different
but
colors.
Oyster dates. They're like little dates.
Yeah.
Look, seriously, the Air King itself there, they are an incredibly cool watch to have. It's a high-grade chronometer. They're a great thing. GB, $2. I'm going to buy a here we go, GB, $2. I'm going to buy a Daytona like plastic. Heloc. That's good.
That's the way. Heloc. Rolex, please.
Heloc. That's the way to go, man. Heloc. You got to get a
cheapest money you will ever see.
Yeah, I understand. Heloc, please. Heloc, please.
Just don't heloc to gamble. Don't heloc to play the pokies. That's what you can't do. Okay.
Yeah, Heloc.
Because people's inheritances depend on that money being kept in the house, right, Parnov?
That's exactly it, man. I got to be honest with you, but I want to say this to you guys. Seriously, I think in the Rolex game there itself there, our young friend Marco, don't be so... Just take your time. You've got the PAM. Just go slowly. I think too many people rush and get too caught up. Just take it. Don't churn and burn. Take it.
Is Marco on the channel now, Parnov?
Yes, he is.
Okay, well, Marco, just hang out and get a sports $39.40.
Here we go.
Rolex.
We've got a good question. Stuart D, $2. Thinking of dumping my 2 Submariners for a Sky Dweller.
Depends for which one. Is it a blue?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Big mistake.
No.
Maybe for a blue dial.
No, I wouldn't do it, man. Stay with the subs. Stay with the Sky Dweller is kind of a bit of an orphan, you know.
It's like 14 millimeters, isn't it?
It's just an oversized Datejust. It just looks like a Datejust. You know?
Look, I loved them when they came out, but I got to be honest, I wouldn't be getting rid of subs at this market. Keep your subs. Keep your subs.
I like Sky Dweller when it was gold. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked it gold. I liked it at gold only, and on rubber, it looks good on rubber. But that's it. And yeah, gold only. I really don't like the stainless variant. And that's
we got comments. Everyone's agreeing with us there. Say don't. Robert. Look, the Sky Dweller is a great watch. I love the Sky Dweller, but I wouldn't be getting rid of 2 subs to buy it. If you're buying the Sky Dweller outright, that's one thing. But if you've got to get rid of subs.
But it depends what kind of subs. What if they're like the old versions, like a 14060, and then like a 2-tone bluesy, like older model? Then for a Sky Dweller,
given us information. We can only go on what we've got.
Because if they're old
and he doesn't tell me what Sky Dweller he's talking about. Is he talking about a steel one, a 2-tone? What is he talking about?
But then if they're an older model, what I would do, I would sell one, okay, and then I would put the other into a Daytona. Pay the market price. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Then you got the perfect 2-piece meal deal. You got a chrono, you got an iconic dive watch, and trust me, you will always make money on those watches if you're a value shopper.
Yeah, Sucker Horn, g'day, M3AU. Wow, we got M3AU there. That's cool. And we got Sucker Horn. Hello, Sucker Horn there. He's keeping an eye on the crowd. I gotta tell you, seriously, guys, the whole Rolex situation is very tricky. Rolex, it's gone crazy, you know. I'm desperate to get back into a Rolex. I just want a watch I can slap on every day, you know, whether I'm going to wear a suit or wear a, you know, just flip-flops.
You've got one coming, Parnov.
Yeah, Rolex would be so good right now.
You've got one coming at retail, man.
Especially in Australia now in the summer, right? It must be hell wearing like a Patek or JLC or Reverso.
Yeah, you don't wear it, you know. You just don't. You take it off. That's it.
Now, right?
It is a bummer. Yeah.
And the new clasp, you can just adjust it on the go. It's fantastic. It really is.
No, I totally get it, man. I totally
Okay, hold
Totally.
on. We got more info from Stuart. He said M serial and 2019 sub. Then definitely no. If it's a 2019 sub, don't
do that, man. Keep that. I'd keep
No
that.
way.
Yeah.
We'll still one by Daytona.
That's exactly it. But look, I got to tell you seriously, I don't like. I think you're better off to keep what you got. Don't be trading and flipping and moving. These people get very bored. You know, they don't hold long enough.
And also, don't forget, most people don't trade a Sky Dweller unless it's in their interest, right? Unless they want to dump it, pump it and dump it, right?
Exactly.
What was your advice to me, Parniff, when I was thinking about trading the Bluesy on the Daytona? What did you say to me, Parniff?
I said to you, man, just keep it. I said to you, don't do that. I said, whatever a dealer offers you, they're not going to, dealers always got to make some margin, okay? Remember that. And
you don't need to sell it. Don't sell it.
Don't sell it. I said to you that. And that was good advice. That was good advice.
Always good advice from the Parniff.
Yeah, so I got to be honest with you there. Yankee Doodle, $2. Yankee Doodle, $2. Here we go. Where do you see the pre-ceramic sub in 5 years?
That's a good question.
That's a good look. I got to be completely honest with you. I think the pre-ceramics, what you're going to find is the first of the series and the last of the series will become valuable. It's a bit like Jaguar, classic Jaguars. And then it's going to be box papers originals. That's what you want there. So I would say myself, the pre-ceramic, they are a future. They like you got vintage, the plastic 1680, they are vintage, okay? The sapphire, the pre-ceramic sapphires, they're going to be called classic. They're classic cars. They're not vintage cars. They're classic. So I think you're going to have a huge collectible market. The important thing is condition. It's going to be, you want to keep them in nice condition. Where do I see them going? Well, I don't see them going cheap. I don't see them going cheap. That's for sure. They have got huge.
They'll always follow the market. They'll always follow the market.
Yeah, and I mean, even, the reality is even less desirable Rolex, like an Oyster Date, manual wind Oyster Date, which 34 mil, bit small, manual wind, they're going for a couple $1,000. I remember they were below $1,000. They've got everything in a rising tide. Everything Rolex has gone up. Punter. Here we go, Punter, $1 super sticker. Thank you, Punter.
I was looking actually today at a 14060, and they're getting expensive. We're talking like 12, 13,000 Canadian minimum.
Yes, that's correct.
For good condition, like maybe no box papers.
That's
exactly. You want it with papers. You want it with papers.
Yeah, 100%.
I sold one for about 6 or 7. This is so.
But that was an orphan, Archie. That was an orphan. You had no papers.
Yeah, it had the wrong papers. I told you that story. Can you believe that? The wrong papers? Nobody picked up on it? I don't know where the mistake was made.
Statute of limitations has passed, Archie, so it's fine.
Oh, but look, I mean, look, it is what it is. But, I just tell you seriously, I would really, really, really... Here we go, Eric Lay, $20. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for the great advice on the paid review. I will definitely look for an individual to fix my grandpa's day date. JJ, also very helpful on the Patek suggestion. Yes, he had a gold day date. Rolex quoted him $12,000 to fix it. I didn't know what was wrong with it, Eric. What the hell was wrong with it? It had an engraving. I think he said it was scratched on the back or something. Man, that is ridiculous to replace the case. The other problem is
that's not going to be. What they do is they do recommended changes. Changes. You don't have to change what they say. You just
that's ridiculous. Say, no, but I would never send a vintage into Rolex. Vintage, be careful. They'll change the hands. They'll change the dial.
Only if you tick the box.
They're not. Look, they have stuffed up so many vintage pieces, man. I'm telling you.
And they've started saying, like, we don't want to service vintage watches unless you're willing to get like the parts changed, because they don't want those vintage watches out.
Here, ER, look at this, ER, my good friend,
$100.
100. Look at this good Italian boy, no debt, bravo. Buy a house when you can, then watches, and more watches. Good boy, Passano.
Listen,
and haters,
Listen,
I spend my money the way I want. Careful, otherwise you'll be banished. Now I gotta tell you, ER is the official Patreon. She is the patron. She is the patron saint. The patron saint.
She's very lucky
I gotta
to have her, Archie.
That's very nice of you.
I gotta tell you, she's a lovely woman, and she's stood by me through thick and thin, because I haven't always been right. Believe you me, I've done some dumb things. Quickly, GB, $2. Does Rolex service papers and warranty count as papers? Look, it's better than nothing, but it doesn't replace papers.
You'll never get it to that price point. You'll never get to that price point with just service papers. I'm sorry.
But it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
Better nothing, but you'll be 90%, not 100%.
And I think ER's got a good point there. You know, Marco, just get yourself an apartment or a condo and then put money into watches. You've gotta have a home to stay. You know, if you've got your own home, man, that's gonna make a big difference. It's gonna help you.
Now, you know, we're talking about vintage. You know, we're talking about vintage servicing, right?
Yes.
Well, there's a few tricky references that you have to be careful of too.
Super chat from Brian. Brian is back.
Brian is
Hey,
back.
Brian.
Here we go.
Hey,
Actually, we've got
Brian.
a few super chats. Let's have a look here. What do we got here? We've got a few here. We've got a few here. Here we go. We've got Stan the Man, $2. Arch, Lange 115.2025. What do you think? Pull it up. Okay. Here we go here.
I think anything longer is pretty damn good.
Lange, what is it? 125.
115.025.
115.025. Okay, let's get this baby up on the screen. It's a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Lange 1. What do I think of this? I tell you what, man, that is absolutely... Let's bring it up on the screen for you guys to see there. Wowzers, it's gorgeous. How could you not love that? Absolutely gorgeous Lange. I love... That's a beautiful watch.
They're just so classy. But you know what I was looking at the other day?
What's that?
Vacheron Patrimony and Rose Gold, 18,000 Canadian. I think that's a bargain. High horology.
Yeah, here we go. Be careful. You're talking Patek. Okay, Brian, BK, $5. Agree on avoiding servicing anything heirloom. Glossing over the story via unnecessary repair is sad. Nicks and scratches give the story authenticity. Exactly.
You've also got to be careful if you're servicing a lumen over.
Yes, they will change the hands.
Just transitioning to chromalite, because if they do replace the hands, they'll give you chromalite hands, and you'll end up with chromalite hands on a lumen over dial, and it looks terrible. Watchbox was selling one, and they had a disclaimer at the end, right at the end, and it looked terrible. It was like a Daytona like mine, and it just was like, no way would you ever let them do that.
Here we go, Stuart D, $5. Want to again send my thanks to Ponta for keeping us calm and providing love to the punters when COVID hit in March. And we didn't know. There we go, thank you. And Brian BK, $5. Arch, how much dollars would it take for you to wear the Nomos for a year? Asking for a friend.
Oh, that's good. That
$5,
is good,
$5 super chat, and you'll do it.
That is good, Brian.
Well, for starters, I don't have a Nomos, so I'd need to get a Nomos.
Yeah, you need money for the Nomos, and then enough money to make you wear the Nomos, right?
Oh my God, you know, that's that's nasty. That is nasty, Brian. I don't know what to say. But I got to tell you, look at these Langes, very similar to Nomos. A lot of Nomoses have similar, you know, they come from the same place in Germany.
Pull up that picture below.
Glashütte. Look, I got to be honest with you. Look, Nomos itself there. Geez, I just had such a long hatred of that brand, you know. But
keep hating, Archie. Keep hating.
Yeah,
Embrace the hate, Archie.
Embrace the hate.
The hate will
Guys,
set you free, Archie.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this show up. I want to thank you for coming on. We're gonna do a show
Already?
tomorrow. Guys, we'll be on tomorrow.
This is
And
fun.
here we go. Super sticker NY Punter, $1 super sticker. Thank you so much. Guys, it's been a great show. I love you all. You hang in there. And
keep
we'll
hating
see
those
you
brands.
tomorrow, guys. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Tom.
And see you tomorrow.